if you ask me why principally I'm an atheist, it's not so much that there's no evidence for the existence of God, or that I believe the problem of evil in the world means that there can't be a God. It's because I desperately want there to be a God. I would love there to be a God because I'm a shallow, frightened, desperate person who would love to not be dying quite soon, and also would love there to be more meaning to my life than I know there is. And that desperate wish makes me think, if it's shared, which I believe it to be, by an enormous amount of people, that there is a projection, a wish fulfillment that comes from that wish called God. And a lot of people have just bought into that. They've thought, well, I really, really would like that to be the case. I know, we'll just say it is. We'll just say something exists that sorts that out for us. And that's what the book's about. That's why it's called The God Desire.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting premise, and I think it's great because you debate it yourself and you argue against it a little bit yourself to an extent. But that premise is a very good one for debate, because of course you could, just because you really want something, as you say, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. But you say because there's no actual, because it's imaginary, or there's no tangible, like a man in a desert can want water and not get water, or can get water, but water does exist. And we know it exists.
It exists. But an oasis is the thing that appears to a man in the desert desperately wanting water, and that doesn't exist. But the wish is that it should do. Yeah. And it's not a straightforward, point by point necessarily argument for God's non-existence. The idea that I want it, therefore it can't exist. And I think I quote A.A. Gill, who once said to me, "Oh, that's so Jewish. I want it, so it can't be true," which is an interesting thing, as I say in the book. Like, why is that Jewish? And maybe that's just because he's one of those people who I meet quite regularly who just think, oh, he's a Jew, so everything he says must be Jewish in some way.